Caralho. 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 Ah, todos os agentes da Overwatch. Hum. Aí eu caí. Ai. Lá. Kagebeshi no Jutsu. Piu! Ah. Por que o Tex abriu Dying Light 2? Por que o Tex abriu Dying Light 2? Cara, é fã da Night 2. Ué, beleza. Hum. Ô, Fênix. O que eu faço aqui? Tá, pra quem eu levo essa merda? Até que é bom. Caraca, só... Zé da manga. Vamos lá. Ô.
Now, of course, we need to head to the Menhir. If I've read the notes correct, no time to lose. Now I need to prepare.
Daí. Yara. Vagabundo. É, mas COD não quebra, mas tiro vara. Também, dependendo. No 360 acho que já varava. COD. 360 acho que já varava tiro. Sim, isso aí. E depende da arma também, claro, né? Mas é qualquer arma não.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Grasnada. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Pronto. Entendeu? Caralho. Falta um companion pra tu. O Minsk. Pegou o Minsk, beleza. Também não é boneco desse jogo, é veio de outro jogo. Ele tem um mestre. Mestre é foda, ele tem um hamster. Não, mestre nem fala não. Ele tem um hamster gigante do espaço, só que ele é pequeno. O hamster gigante do espaço, só que dele é pequeno.
It worked. I can hardly believe it. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but you know how it is. Something could have gone wrong. Is
Sou raiz ainda.
everything all right? You don't look
Sou
too
raiz ainda, mano.
upset. Hey?
R$ 30 debaixo do lado.
So, it's done. The Minhir is alive once more. This changes everything. The people of Cornoct will stay where they are.
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Mynheer belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. But the moment of choice has come, and I stand with my people. I am the Lord of Cornoct, and not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't think I need to tell you how that will end.
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. There is one thing even Camelot cannot dispute. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Cornoct, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. I'll report this to command. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Minhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you ask in return. People I can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come of their own free will. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before it even begins. I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Her presence would certainly be invaluable on such a journey. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, the strength of his mind could prove useful. You might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea, but I believe his heart is still in the right place. A sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. Now that the Minhir is reignited, it no longer matters whether we return with the Grail or not. The people will be safe and retain the right to stay on their land. Each of them must understand that this is about the fate of all Cornoct. For some, it might even serve as a chance for a change in scenery. Approach them with kindness. They all have their demons, and I doubt they'll agree to join if they are still tethered by unresolved matters. Thank you. And whether they agree or not,
Pedi? Ai, caralho. Ai, ai, sou gay. Vamos lá.
The less attention, the better.
Não. Ai, vamos.
You lost or what?
Shush. Jus. Tá, vamos lá.
I know. I'm the one who said Yvain can count on me. Tell Yvain I'll go.
Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is bare.
Qual molho? Só morra, menor. Porra, sabe de nada. Não, não molho malagueto não existe como primeiro. Vê aí, quer saber qual é. Gangbang. Vários zumbis mijando em mim. Gangbang. A Cleide sem calcinha. A Cleide sem calcinha. A Cleide sem calcinha. Porra. Caralho, é molho só. É molho, assim, velho. É isso aí, é molho. Batida não mexida, tá aí, ó. Extra forte. Caralho. Dá ver cu. Procurando um bagulho aqui pra enviar no grupo lá, foda-se, sem contexto nenhum. O maluco lá pediu, pô, botou a foto dele, aqueles grupo de edição. Pô, me bota do lado de uma moto muito foda aí, isso aqui. O cara fez isso aí, ó. Discord.
You disturbed my peace. Back to your hovel,
Of course. Remember, don't resist it. Let go of your here.
Cara, me arrependi dessa porra. No peace. No peace is real. Can we get much higher? So high. Massalho. Caralho. Eu, eu gostei do que eu fiz outro dia, mano. Eu fiz de sacanagem mesmo. Eu, eu, eu enviei a foto do Vinícius Júnior mexicano pro Takeshi e desliguei o celular, tá ligado? Só de sacanagem. Só pra confundir a mente do menor mesmo.
You're just in. What? Oh my. I have
O quê?
so many questions. But those
Ah,
can
não,
wait.
pior que não, pior que não.
First things
Não,
first.
falo porque é provar mesmo, né? Se eu ver na
I will
minha
need
frente.
your help, my friend. Once more, as always. So,
Não, não.
shall we begin? Let's see if those... I suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look. It's different. I guess more will become. The measure of my debt to you is 2 hearts. I'll be going back to work.
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing. And, well, to be honest, you've done right by this whole and I'll admit, I might not think much of our lord. Tell Yvain.
Vai, porra. Tem ataque de 1000, hein? Ataque de 1000, hein? Oh.
Really? And he sent you? You know, recent turns out the world isn't ending after all. Besides,
Valeu.
I have this joining the whole. Tell Yvain.
Farmar a hora, pô. Tem que farmar a hora, pô. É, ué.
You doing okay?
Just keep your head down. What news? The people I told you. You've achieved what seemed impossible. With Niante, Magat, and Ifra, we shall strive to restore hope. You've done me a great favor. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
It is a bold decision, and I am glad he finally made it. It was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Connacht, at least until the lives of its people are in immediate danger. It's an ancient law I established myself. I am glad you chose to help him. With company like this, his mission may yet succeed. Even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered. Of that, I am certain.
$52 minutos.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
Ai, vou deitadinho aqui na caminha.
I am the wall between order and ruin.
Caralho.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come.
Ai, ai. Ainda não, ainda não.
He was the shelter against the storm. He was the vow unbroken, the bulwark that stood when all else fell. He was the hand that reached beyond knowing, the seeker who dared cross the boundary,
Okay.
the dreamer.
Não, não.
Glimpsed the shape of what could be.
Não.
He was the fire that forged order from chaos. He was the hand that lifted kingdoms.
Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this. We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots. It was you the men here responded to. And you who rekindled it. You did all the work. Turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots. Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people. Even if it meant standing against me. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kuanacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power. Yes, the situation is complex, but that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis, and yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today?
Huh?
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered. I had not considered it that way. I do not seek fame, only justice for my people. I want to give them the chance that Camelot failed to provide. But your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory it will end. I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough. And so, I thank you once more. House Terion is... no, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew. As soon as the necessary preparations are complete, with any luck, it won't take much longer. Ansem will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, he's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Kurnocht and its people must be ready for either eventuality. Farewell.
You need something?
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here, go to this place and see if the door opens for you. No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum. I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship soured. No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh, you'll see for yourself. How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry, they've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
Porra, bicho.
Yeah, come back.
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your friend Merlin. Nothing would bring me greater joy than meeting you face to face. Last hours away, all paths have yet to cross. Why will we serve? In the meantime, please treat my home as your own. Make yourself comfortable. Rest from your hardships, and seek the knowledge you require. King, I understand that what Merlin and I have done was against the laws of nature. I know how many brave knights gave their lives so we could find a way. My king, I understand.
É, conta como. Conta como intuição, sim. É isso que eu peguei. Ih? De porra mesmo em cima dele. Porra. Ah. Caralho. Yeah.